So, how about today we take a look at the history of the cars? Ooh! I mean, this year 2026, Lego released Ford Model T under their Lego Icon series. And that, of course, means that there are fake versions of this set coming out of China, so I was able to find a fake version of this Lego set on AliExpress for 26 euros and 42 cents after applying all the discounts. Well, here's the bag. It's not too large. This set is supposed to have 1060 pieces, so let's see what's in the bag. So we have bunch of small bags with some large numbers on them. Then of course we also have the manual. This time we have very white covers with just a number on the front cover. Oh, and inside I see that we have quite small illustrations. And we also have some sort of a tiny sheet that is some sort of a correction of mistakes thing. And on the first glance, I don't see any stickers. But okay, that's all I can tell you right now, because right now I am going to assemble this set, and then of course I will tell you all about it and we will judge it. So see you in a bit. So, as you can see, this car is complete, and I wanna say straight away that my experience while building this fake Lego set was mostly positive. But there are a few things I wanna point out, so let's get into it. And let's start with the manual. First of all, I already showed that these images inside the manual are a little small, however in the end they weren't too terrible, and the good part is that I did not find any mistakes. And also it is worth pointing out that as far as I can tell, these building steps follow the same order like what you can find in the Lego Builders app. Next thing that we also already saw at the beginning of this video is the fact that yes, we did have this small paper with kind of like a correction printed on it, and yeah, that's because they actually used different blocks in a step 249, where in the original instructions we would make these corners out of 2 blocks. However, they in this fake Lego version use this like 1 corner piece. And the last thing I wanted to point out is the fact that in the instructions we only go up to bag 8. However, in real life we were giving numbers on the bags up to number 9. However, in the end it turned out that I needed to use bags with the numbers 6 and 9 together at the point where in the instructions we used bag number 6. And obviously the number 9 was just a misprint, but I still find it kinda funny that they were kind of like going out of their way to separate number 6 from 9 with that little line underneath. Moving forward, let's talk about the building block quality, which in this case for the most part was fine. However, there were some pieces that were a little bit misshaped, and also few pieces that were too loose, and I actually needed to use my trusty plumber's tape to make them fit together properly and not fall apart. I will actually show you a small clip that I filmed with the parts that were falling off, and as you can see, there definitely wasn't enough friction between the blocks in this case. And yeah, actually right here I can show you, we can even see a little bit of its white tape over here in these like cross shaped holes. because yes, these are the parts that would be falling off, and as you can see, yeah, the gravity would do the work because these parts actually are pointing downwards. Therefore, I really needed something to hold them in place. And yes, I also mentioned misshaped blocks, and we can clearly see the example right here. I will also show you the picture where you can clearly see that yes, this block is missing half of it. But again, luckily for me, it is used in a spot where I can actually put it on and it is not just falling off, and it kind of like still completes the shape of the car as intended, with an only problem being that we have a little bit of a hole over here. And while we are still on the topic of parts, I want to show you that we actually did get few spare bits with the set, and we also have these 4 things that were actually used in a building process as these like things that were holding the car off of ground before we actually added the wheels. In my opinion, that's a clever building solution, and the good part is that we end up with some nice spare parts in the process. And also we got this tool also included within a set, and this time it is actually quite interesting because we have some letters actually written on this tool, and the letters say BJL. I don't know what exactly they are referring, but maybe you can figure it out and write it in the comments. Next, I want to point out that with this set we didn't have any stickers, but we had some printed blocks, and yeah, we have a Ford written here at the front. And what is a little bit confusing is the fact that not only we have a Ford printed on there, but there is also like a background printed on these blocks. It matches the gold color we have for these bricks, but you can still kind of see it like in real life. And not only there is a color behind the Ford logo, there is also color printed on these side parts as well. I think it's a little bit strange, but I mean, it is what it is. And with that said, we can actually move forward and talk about the model itself, the engineering behind this thing, and yeah, the work that has been done by the Lego company. In my opinion, this set looks kinda cool. I think it is very faithful towards the design they are trying to achieve over here. It was kind of like a simple build, but at the same time the building process was nice and interesting, and they definitely have packed in a lot of detail in this car. Not only we have some like features that we can easily access, but the funny part is that inside of the car, underneath this bench that we cannot open, we actually have a gas tank in there. Which is only like a thing you know when you were like building this thing, otherwise it's just there and you cannot see it. And me personally, I like that kind of attention to detail. And of course this car also have bunch of moving parts. I mean, the wheels of course turn, we can open the door, and I say the door because there is only one door on one side of the car. This side doesn't have any movement to it, and I think that actually matches the original car. Then we can open up the trunk here at the back, and we have some space in there. Next, we can steer the front wheels right here, and yeah, wheels of course are connected to the steering wheel, and it works all just fine. And what I like about this steering mechanism is the fact how they are like solving it underneath. As you can see, the wheels are connected to this wedge over here by this beam, and I feel like that once again is really faithful to the cars of this era. All this mechanism feels really simple in its nature, and I love it. Here at the back side we also have this like wheel axis connected to the gears that are spinning this shaft over here, but yeah, it's connected to nothing, it's just like a decoration. And then here at the front we have the crank. And I hear you asking, is the crank actually connected to something? Well, I'm glad you asked, because it is. We can open up this front, let's call it front hood of the car, like this, and inside you can probably see that there is this like red rubber band, and in front of it we have this propeller thing that is actually moving as we are cranking the crank. And speaking of the front hood, we can actually open both sides of it like this. And you probably already noticed that inside we have this kind of like a replica of an engine. And finally, I want to talk about this part right here, the roof, that we can actually open up like this. We can fold it backwards and basically make this car like this without like a roof. And in my opinion, once again, that is a pretty nice feature. And yeah, also I want to point out that I really like these like front windshields. I think they once again match the original car design very well. And I also want to mention that I haven't seen this type of windshield part in any of my other sets. So that's cool to have some new parts that I haven't seen before. I will also give this car a nice spin around so that you can see it from all the angles. This is how it looks from the front. In my opinion, this viewpoint is really nice. You already saw how it looks from the side, and this is the look from the back. And also, this is how it looks from underneath. So yes, here we have it. That's basically all I can tell you about this set. So I guess now it is time for me to put my experience with this fake Lego set into my fake Lego tier list. And this time I am putting my experience into the B tier, but I also want to say that it is a B with a giant plus at the end, because my experience was good. I enjoyed the process. Unfortunately, I had those few loose parts, and I find loose parts extremely annoying while I'm building. And also, of course, I had that misshaped part at the front. But in the end, I want to say it one more time that I like this design and I had a good time after all. So, in my opinion, I have myself a good deal over here. But now I think I have given you enough information to make up your own mind whether a set like this would be worth it for you. And now I want to say a huge thank you for joining me today and watching this review. If you liked it, please leave a like, that helps out my channel a lot. Leave a comment, what is your experience with buying fake Legos? And if you want to see more reviews like this where I look at these fake Lego sets, non-branded bricks and all sorts of other stuff I find on the internet, maybe subscribe to my channel. Huge thank you for watching one more time, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye. Bye 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 bye.